JD really adds when you put the hard.
All right.
Who has the hot Cheetos?
I had number one. I had a question. Well, the domain under the radicand has to be greater than 0. So I did x minus 2 greater than or equal to 0, and I solved. So I added 2 to both sides and got that. You good, Kyle?
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions on this?
Wait, then where does the 5 come into play?
Because on your paper, right there where your hand is, it says range is the K value. Big, bold.
Yep.
Yep, all right. So, here is the next two.
Yes, you are.
Remember how to do the stuff? Number 10, I'm pretty sure was crossed out, huh?
Yep.
FYI, that's what a cubic graph would look like. Number 10 and 12.
Miss Adams, I got
I
all
did
these
number
right.
10.
I'm so proud of you, Jackson.
Thank you.
13, 14, you also had to say the range and domain.
Man, I got all this wrong. Definitely felt
All of them wrong, Kyle?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I'm prepared.
Well, you put a key in the wall.
Hey, at least I did it, Miss Adams. I tried.
It's from the
Whoa.
Black glue.
bingo thing.
That dot is racist. It could have been white, but it chose to be black.
How's it rated?
I don't know.
All right. So I'm done with that. Going to today's.
How's it got before that 4.7 and 4.8?
Because
Sorry, 7.8.
they separated arithmetic and geometric. I said, nah, let's put them together.
Let me see. Let me see. I don't want. Actually, I want one. Can I have half of it?
Remember whenever we're trying to learn algebra right here?
Jesus Christ, now y'all got cookies?
This is why
I told you I came prepared.
First hour, fifth hour, except Zane.
Everybody,
yeah,
First
first hour's down here, fifth hour's up here, and so Zane's like way up there.
Zane-
Zane's touching the roof.
Yeah, Zane's touching the
Sky
Zane does not
high.
have a 4.0 anymore. Yeah, Zane does not have a 4.0 anymore.
somehow I have an A in your
He
class.
still does have a very good grade.
He does have a 4.0.
She probably has not
Can we
inputted
just
his
learn
grade into
already?
the computer.
I fixed it.
What?
Seven's pretty far away, my friend.
You could have gave me an extra 19 points.
Jesus.
19 would have helped you.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes, it would have. It goes by points.
You go, Brandon.
All right, here we go.
Surprisingly, I have an A in your class.
Just that much. These are good. Made them.
All right, talking's done, so hush. Waiting. Jack, I'm waiting on you. Redirect you right in front of your pop. Yep, might need to. He was trying to wave by like he was going to miss you.
What's up, my dog?
What's up?
My favorite student.
Jaguar, I love you, Michelle.
All right, can we get started so we can jet out of here?
Yes.
Stupid.
I don't know why it's so noisy.
Because we saw Thick Daddy Robbins.
Teddy Robbins. You don't know who that is? Jackson, you're making most of the noise.
Man, why you always dogging on us? We didn't do nothing.
I mean,
to you.
I'm live here. I don't want to say anything.
How many viewers?
I'm not really live. All right, so an arithmetic sequence was coming out of 4-7. Geometric is coming out of 7-8. Our algebra book, not Spark algebra. Let me turn it on here.
The normal smart, not the smartest.
So before we get started in knowing the difference, we need to describe the patterns and find the next two sequence. So here, from me to get to a 5 to 8, 8 to 11, 11 to 14. What's happening? Each time
3.
I'm adding 3. So what would my next two terms be?
17, 20.
8.
Oh,
17 and what?
20.
got it right. 18.
Okay. That was pretty simple. Y'all have to be real quiet because here I have 2.5 to 5, 5 to 10, 10 to 20. What is
One by 2.
Okay? It's times 2 each time, I agree. So my next two terms is going to be
40 and 80.
40 and 80. So, an arithmetic sequence is when you are adding or subtracting the same number. Is arithmetic. This would be your common difference, the +3, or in some cases a -3, what have you. That is a common difference. This is a geometric sequence, when you multiply or divide by the same number. And that is,
Geometric.
I already got this for A and B. You're so smart.
all right, so going into arithmetic sequence, really?
Wait, what did you do?
No, it's fine.
Big Daddy's came back up.
Did you
I
catch
mean,
him playing
12
on the
8
phone?
drives isn't enough for you, huh?
Have zero.
That's going on live. World star. Hey, first hour, 5th hour.
Maybe I should recap and send this link to your parents. This was Jagno playing on his phone.
Jordan Jagno.
Was he holding it sideways like this?
Yeah. You text sideways?
Playing PUBG Mobile.
You were just playing that.
Yeah, but that's before we started.
Okay, done. If he don't want to pay attention, that's him. So, problem 2A, we have to tell if it's an arithmetic sequence. Do you think A would be an arithmetic?
Yes.
What's happening each time?
Adding
Plus
5.
5.
So it is an arithmetic. They want to know our common difference would be what? Plus 5 would be its common difference. Pretty easy.
So you have to put like a positive or negative.
Or
That would be arithmetic, JD. As a matter of fact, that the common difference would be 5.
Thank you, Grayson. 5th hour. Speaking of first hour, where's Landon Kelly?
there you go, JD.
And Jack.
I see. All right.
Oh wait, where's Simon sheet?
Oh, yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Kyle said something right for once.
Yes, because all Jag is here for is a sign-in sheet. And sign in.
At least we're ahead of Westlake. They're on chapter 7.
Huh?
Westlake's on chapter 7.
In algebra?
Yes.
Alright, we on chapter 7 right now.
Oh,
We're
shut
on
up.
Chapter 9.
Okay.
I thought.
And their teacher don't stay after school, so they're, and 40% is coming from 9, so whoopsie daisy.
They're not even getting there.
All
You
right.
just need to be in the end of August.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to
Okay,
stay,
looking
like,
at B. What's happening here?
+3.
What's happening here?
4,
And
5.
+4. Wait, that's +4.
They all suck at math.
is this an arithmetic sequence?
No.
I'm not adding the same number, so it's no sequence.
Oh.
Hey, Thickless.
You call him that too?
I mean, it just rolls up the tongue nicely. What?
That's gonna be on the video. Hey, Thickless.
No. Adds or subtracts by the same number. I think Keegan would have gotten that by now.
Wait, what?
Imagine the absent people hearing that. Hey, Thickless.
Oh, dear.
What's Egan even doing?
So, this is the formula for finding the arithmetic sequence. The good news is this is on your reference sheet. So you do not have to memorize this. Okay? So let's talk about the parts. If I'm looking for a certain number in the future, that would go here. This is always your first term. This is always your term number. And then your common difference. So, let's go into it. I deleted some, so I'm making sure I'm on the right spot.
Write an explicit formula.
What equations?
Okay, this is an explicit formula. There is a recursive formula. Did y'all learn recursive formula? Okay. I don't even want to teach you recursive formula. I'll be okay if y'all fail that question.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dude, but then I can't get a perfect score.
I don't know that I've ever even seen a recursive formula.
But they also did up the thing.
They did.
Why'd they do that?
What do you mean?
Why'd they up the thing?
Because they keep wanting the kids to get smarter and smarter.
But in reality.
So, anyways, both of your explicit formulas are going to be on the on your reference sheet. Oh, I was about to go off on somebody.
What's up, Miss Pink?
Jackson,
Sorry.
we don't need so much politeness.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to read this first. A subway passes at a starting value of $100. After one ride, the value of the pass is 98.25. After 2 rides, the value is 96.50. After 3 rides, the value is 94.75. What is the explicit formula to represent this? And then what is the value after 15 rides? So, I want to first create a T-chart of my information they gave me. So for X is going to be my rides. What is Y going to be?
Run.
Money.
No, I think it's a rise. I think it's a rise.
First hour. So if I have 0
That'd be
rides, how much is it?
100.
100. At 1 ride,
98.25.
I'm at 98.25.
Going down by 2.7.
2 rides is 96.50. 3 rides, 94.75. So what is happening here?
2.75.
Descending by 1.5.
Negative 2.75.
1.75.
2.
1.25. You're
Oh, wait, no.
both wrong.
How was it 1.25?
It is descending by 1.75.
Yeah, you're wrong.
How's it?
Hey, first hour, fifth hour.
This is going down by 1. All right, so I need to fill in. First, they just want the formula, so I don't care about the nth term. I just want the formula. What was my first term that they gave me?
0.
You're up.
0, 100.
100 was my first value. Then I'm going to leave this as a minus. Why?
Because the term number is
It's a
negative.
negative 1.75.
Because it's going down. Okay? So, again, I'm not looking. Hey. I'm not looking for a specific one yet, so I'm not filling in the nth value. Then I have a minus 1. What is my common difference in this sequence?
Minus 1.75.
Well, I already covered the minus, didn't I?
Yep.
So I just do 1.75. There is my arithmetic sequence. And thank the Lord, this is on my
Test.
reference sheet.
What other equations are on the
Can
reference
you get JD to
Can you tell me what else is on the test there?
I don't want to.
All right. Now they want me to know what the value of the pass will be after 15 rides. So what letter is 15 getting plugged into? N. So I'm going to plug in and find the 15th term. So I'm going to have 100 minus 15 minus 1 times the 1.75. Then Jackson don't look prepared with his calculator.
Well, maybe JD isn't distracted.
I ain't even saying nothing.
Does he need to move, Jackson?
He does.
He needs to move.
JD?
Stop calling me mean words, like words I can't say on the stream.
Jackson is a new and approved man.
He's
Leave him alone.
He's such a liar.
He's no longer 7.
I don't even know.
Now he's 3.
Shh. So I'll have simplify this. This becomes a 14. Then negative 14 times a 1.75 gives me
24.
The answer is 75.
24.5. 100 minus that.
27.5. Or 25. 75.
75.5. So at 15 rides, how much is left on the card?
75.5. Now.
75.50s left on the card. Not too terrible.
Just plug it
Jack
in.
wasn't even paying attention.
I appreciate that, Jagno.
Does he even have any papers?
No.
Could you just make it more simple instead of like going through the whole process and just like take the amount that is decreased and then multiply it by 15 and then just subtract from.
I mean, as long as it keeps giving you the right answer.
The term will be subtracted by 1 each time.
All right. Here is the geometric formula. This is the recursive one, which I'm not teaching you.
That's weird.
This is the explicit one that is going to be on your reference sheet. So it's a to the n, where a, the first a term times your rate and your number minus 1. So that makes no sense until we have a problem. So let's get a problem. Which of the following are geometric sequences? First, we need to establish that. What's happening each time?
Times 10.
So this is
What-
not arithmetic.
Is it times 10?
Yes.
I agree. So, is this geometric?
Yes.
Yes. Why is it geometric, JD?
So multiplies.
The same number every time.
Yeah, prove that word.
Sure.
Oh, you should do a thing where, like, first hour, fifth hour, so you get so many questions.
You know, kind of.
I am going to do that with the EOC scores, and we'll see who has the party at the end of the year.
What
We
the
have a
heck?
party?
No, Lord, this is ridiculous.
Yes. Heck yes.
Jagno's gonna sabotage
JD could
us.
please move. I can maybe learn
You
something.
quit adding -5.
Wait, no, but if Cesar wins,
Zane, yeah, Zane's going either way.
Yeah.
4.0.
Zane is the party. Zane is the party.
Yeah,
I'll
same.
get my
Kind of hard.
So y'all are gonna have to.
Gonna have to pep your people up. All right, Zip.
Jagno, don't ruin this.
So what is happening here? Anything?
Adding,
Adding
two.
two.
It's the thing.
Adding to?
Yep.
Yes, adding.
Yes.
Is this geometric?
No.
What is it?
The thing we did before.
So this is a no, because they asked for if it was geometric, but it's arithmetic. What about
Yeah.
here?
It times
It's
-1
not
every
negative
time.
1 every time.
Times -1 every time. Is that geometric?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Try A, B, C, and D real quickly.
A, B, C, and D real
Is
quick.
Thomas over?
No.
Geometric.
Yes. Yes. You need your calculator for that one.
I couldn't think, okay? Sorry if I just.
You don't have to think about it. The rest are.
Shut up. Leave me
Oh.
alone.
Okay. Got it. 1A is
Yes.
geometric. B.
No.
No.
What it is it arithmetic?
Yes.
Arithmetic. C.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No what? Is it geometric
It's
or
geometric.
arithmetic or
Geometric.
neither?
Geometric.
It is geometric. What are you multiplying by?
3. 3.
3. Or a third, huh?
Yeah.
That's what I was
1/3.
One. True.
No, they're dividing.
They are
by,
getting
They're
smaller.
dividing by 3.
Right.
Wait,
No,
what?
because
What?
multiplying by 3
We're
would
smart.
give you over 3.
Not African Bridget.
Wait, so what is
D.
it?
What about
It's-
D?
Geometric.
Click on stuff, okay?
No, it's arithmetic.
It was actually a long.
It's nothing.
Okay.
It's nothing. It's not.
It's nothing.
How did you?
First
What?
over.
I thought it was arithmetic. It's adding 3 every time.
Wait, so for
No,
C,
it's not.
what is it
Oh,
multiplied
six
by
by-
every time?
Never mind.
Huh?
For C, what is it multiplied every time by?
3.
That's not.
If you don't stop
I mean,
saying
1/3.
it, Donkey calculator.
Oh. Never mind.
All right. I'm on problem 2. It said find the explicit. I crossed out recursive because I didn't teach you recursive. Explicit formulas for the sequence 7, 21, 63, 189. First, I need to know its common ratio.
It's multiplied by 3 every time.
Times 3 every time. So that's my common ratio. My equation, you might want to rewrite this, is AN equals your first term.
Wait. What? It says A, then what? Like, what's after that?
An N. If you were listening, I said it
No,
out
I know
loud.
It's an N. It's
The
A
second
N equals A what? 1?
1.
Yes.
If you were listening, yet again.
1 at the bottom.
Formula's right there.
I didn't know you could have like an opposite exponent, like on the bottom. Pretty weird.
Can we get Zane moved to our
Yeah,
hour?
get Zane to move to our hour.
He's genius, isn't he?
Yes.
And JD.
No, please,
JD
never.
just made it worse.
I really love that.
Can we trade Kyle for JD? Or not JD? Zane.
Zane's in our hours too.
Zane is not in our hours.
Wait, he's
Zane's an R.
Ready?
Ready?
Okay. So, they said to find the formula. They didn't even say to find the next sequence. So, I am just filling in the formula for whatever nth term. Well, what was my first term they gave me?
Hey. Oh, 7.
Oh
Oh my god.
7
Of course.
times
That's pretty funny.
to find my common ratio. You take your second term, 21, divided by your first one. What was the common ratio?
3.
We already found that, all right? So that's my ratio, goes in the R spot. Then we still don't know what n term we want to find. So this is my formula I would give them. If I wanted to know what term y'all want to look for?
The 12.
If I want to find the fifth term, I could have a to the 5, 7 times 3, 5 minus 1. Well, 5 minus 1 is
It is 567.
3 to the 4th. Thank you, Jackson and Zane. Y'all are sweethearts.
I care.
I care.
Jackson's my sweetheart in 5th hour. Zane's my sweetheart in 1st
Damn.
hour.
What's your definition of
And I'm
sweetheart?
the
Every
second
other
sweetheart,
teacher thinks Zane
right?
is like the spawn of the devil. Like our French teacher absolutely hates him.
I
Am I the
don't
second
either.
sweetheart in 5th hour? Nope. Wait, is that
When
is
you're
that
not
a grade?
staring at my light bulbs,
Staring at my bowl.
you do stare
Does
off
he
into
have an
space.
Question,
obsession
what
with
is
your
his
life?
sign?
An equal.
Okay. That's
Miss Adam.
What was this value, Jackson?
It was 567.
Apparently, my 5th term is going to be 567. What are
No.
y'all laughing at?
I don't know. They're laughing. I'm not.
What
Wait,
did you
wait,
tell
wait.
her?
So we do 3 to the 4th power first, and that times 7.
Would you like
Yes.
the 6th?
Huh?
Would you like the 6th?
Why is it always thought? Why is it always n minus 1?
Jackson's gonna be a little
Because
higher
you have to
than
subtract away from your first term. Because here is your first sequence
So
term.
higher than that.
Then this one is going to be your second one. You just do. It's part of the formula.
Well,
She said you just did.
why is it part of the formula?
Because the genius that came up with this years and years ago.
Dang, Zane came up with this formula? Yeah, Zane came up with the formula.
Okay, I want you to just write the formulas for A and B. So this part was not needed. We just added to it.
Zane got the 6.
Good job,
It's
Zane.
1,701.
No, it's 2,200.
Okay, that's not what my calculator got.
Hmm.
Zane is a living calculator, Jackson. It's like an agent.
That's a hard call. Who's right? Because Jackson's got some. He's got a calculator brain. Zane's just.
Zane is a calculator.
Zane's just Zane.
Zane is the other goodness without a calculator.
Zane, he's a human calculator. He makes his work.
Are you done with A and B?
Yes.
Have you
Yes,
started
I
A?
am. So.
I'd like to get a picture of this back table talking the whole time. Every time I do this. But of course, Colin talks the whole hour. You sit by him. Don't.
You write it down some way. Why are you marking out 8?
No, that's
8 times 5.
Yeah, that's a
And
lot. That's
whoever
fine.
is watching that just
Yeah, I
hears
know.
everything.
And so I can go back and hear what y'all were laughing at.
She said it, not me.
All right, got it too.
What are y'all talking about?
Formula
You said it.
I didn't say it out loud.
is A to the N. 2 times 2 N minus 1 is your formula.
Yes,
Got it right?
I got it.
Yes.
Did you even try?
No.
Yes.
Little
No,
You didn't?
no, I did. I'm saying everyone else.
I got it, Jack.
B's
I
formula.
got the 2001 plus.
A to the N equals 40 times 1/2
And
N minus 1. Then with this formula, I can find any term after that.
Would it work if you like divided it by 2?
This? Change this to the, yes. No, because the power has to be on the fraction in the order of up, so no. Moving on. We're going to find the formula and then find the 8th term. Right, boys?
Correct.
So, I need the common difference, Jag. Yes, sir. I would like to know, yes.
It's right.
It is.
I don't know how to get off this.
You see there's this button that says clear.
What is it?
Times 6.
Is it?
Uh-huh.
All right, so the common difference is a times a 6. Quickest way to do that would be 84 divided by 14 to get your answer. So I have a to the n. My first term was 14 times
84 divided by 6.
Times 6.
times 6 n minus 1. All right, what happens if I need to find the 8th term? What they want? Plug it in. I want a to the 8th. So I have 14 times 6, 8 minus 1, a to the 8th, 14.
Would you like the answer?
I would, Jackson, please.
Hang on. Let me figure this out. Do not say 3,919,104. Thank you, Jack.
Jesus Christ. I figured it out.
Huh?
3,919,104. That's too hard.
It's probably off by like 2 million.
I put a calculator in my brain.
This?
Yes.
Very good.
19,104.
Is that actually right?
Oh, I actually got that right. Let's go. Let's hit it.
So the 8th term is rather large. All right. For B, what is happening?
A lot of work.
It is
It's decreasing by half.
It is, so if I always have to have some sort of multiplication. So what can I multiply by to get
1/2.
divided by 2? Very good, Zane.
1 over 2.
It's like before Zane.
What did I just say?
Couldn't it be
He said it first. You were way behind.
Oh, yeah. Saying that word. That word.
World
Oh,
Star.
these are hurting my back.
Quiet, I get it.
So, writing my formula, do you mind quit bouncing the table?
Kyle.
What? His legs aren't even long enough to do that.
So, what is my first term? 648. I'm doing times
Half
1/2
to n minus 1 to the power.
n minus 1 power is my formula.
And then 8.
A to the, we want the 8th term.
Give me a second.
Gotcha.
Hang on.
For his calculation.
Calculating.
calculating.
Kyle, shut up.
Please don't have to say that. I got it. It's 5.06.
Ah, I messed up.
It's 5, dude. It's 5.0625.
Jackson.
So it turned into a rather small digit.
How much you did?
You know you just use a word.
Yeah, settle.
Huh?
Leave my text in.
Moving on. So basically, this lesson was in exponential functions lesson. Why? Because the exponents of a geometric sequence, isn't it skyrocketing very fast?
Yes, it
So
is.
if I had
Like my
a
grades.
geometric sequence, basically it's an exponential function. you some ordered pairs, or they wanted you to find some ordered pairs. You could use the formula for geometric sequence to find your next ordered pairs of this problem. So if the initial value was 6, my first ordered pair is 1, 6. I can use my sequence to find my other ordered pairs and have my exponential function. JD. Yeah, but he's really been off lately. So, if they gave you an initial value and said it's going to be, and they want a function, and to graph the function, you need more ordered pairs. You can use your geometric sequence to find your other ordered pairs. All right, I'm going to work some problems now from your worksheet.
When does this due?
Tomorrow?
God dang it.
Oh, have you been handwriting all of this?
Wait, no, I thought you.
I would hope so.
I thought you meant like a homework paper.
Oh, I did.
I'm off. Yeah, we know.
I'm glad I got that documented now.
You didn't even pick up the.
You're gonna use this as so much shade later on.
Huh?
It's gonna be
I feel like you're gonna throw
black
major shade with that later
She's
on.
got so much blackmail on her right now, JD.
You.
What? I didn't do
So
it too.
I'm looking. You see the number 5 on your paper. They want us to find the common difference and the 3 terms in the sequence after the last given one. So what's happening each time? Minus 30. So I could sit here and subtract 30. What is my next term? Negative 1. Huh?
Don't worry
Negative
about that.
121.
I guess you can relate.
And then negative
151.
1.
And then negative 181.
Negative 181. There's my next 3 terms. What about here? Oh, I don't want to do 6. I want to go to 9.
Wait,
I want.
We don't do it at all.
Isn't
You're
just going
doing
up
it.
by
I don't
200?
want to do it.
Just going up by 200. Are you just gonna start a stack right there?
No, fun.
Where are you getting all these?
So number 9, I need to find a common ratio. What's happening here? Zane? What is happening, Zane? You don't know?
It's a times 5.
Oh, times 5. Times 5, obviously. So the next 3 terms would be negative.
625.
Thank you. Next one.
3,125.
Thank you. And the next one.
Negative 15,625. Jackson. I got the first one and partially the second one, guys. Shut up. It is
15,000.
Negative 15,625.
Can we do number 6 together?
Do you have that written down?
Just adding 2.
Please.
Or actually, you're not adding negative 200.
Hit a reset.
All you're doing, you're subtracting. That's, I said adding negative, so it's
Oh.
the same thing as
Okay.
subtracting.
Number 17. I'm looking at 17.
Plus 4.
Says to find the explicit formula. So do they want the next people in the sequence?
No.
What is happening here?
Plus
Plus
4.
5.
So is this arithmetic or geometric?
Arithmetic.
So I have to use the arithmetic formula. So a to the n
I think we use Raspberry Run.
Hold up.
equals, what's my first term? 37 plus or minus?
Minus.
Why plus this time?
Because it's positive.
Because I'm adding. The last time I was subtracting. I don't have the formula memorized. N plus 1?
N minus 1.
N minus 1? N minus 1. No exponents, huh? It's just that, huh?
Yeah.
So they just wanted the formula. That's all I have to give them. Oh, there's a D at the end, which is a 4. That's all I have to give them.
This is very easy, Miss Adam.
It's because I'm wonderful.
Teacher.
Yes.
She went to Harvard, guys.
Yes. Okay, trying some more. 27. Says, given the first term and the common difference, find the explicit formula. So do I have to give them the next numbers?
Yes.
Really?
Oh.
Come on, Hayel.
Says, give the formula. So it's an arithmetic. Use my arithmetic formula. What goes here? 22 plus or minus? Plus n minus 1, and my D value is 3. Bam.
Booyah. Oh, I'm on the wrong problem.
That was arithmetic. 31.
First hour.
They're giving me my first term of my geometric sequence, and they're giving me my common ratio. So I have a to the little n equals, who's my first term?
-1.
-1. Times, what's my common ratio? -2, n minus 1, first hour.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna look at the cameras and they're supposed to be wondering what's going on.
Was not asking for the next few terms. And looks like I finished early.
Yay!
And
Right, you guys?
Throw this away.
Yeah.
tomorrow is going to be in the gym and will probably be till 5.
Keegan, you can play Fortnite while I do my homework.
So in other words, 4:30.
Yeah.